Hitting good lobs can be a little bit difficult. What if there was a way to practice hitting lobs during the middle of a game? That's what I'm going to talk about today. You can practice your lobs in the middle of a game with no risk. Here's how you do it. We're in the middle of a game, just finished a point. I have the ball, but my opponents are going to serve, so I need to give them the ball. Now there are many ways I could get that ball to them so that they could serve. What if we took this as an opportunity to practice our lobs? So I have the ball, I need to get it to my opponent. I grab this ball and I hit a lob. And I practice hitting those lobs in the middle of the game. And honestly, nobody's ever complained that I'm lobbing this ball up to them. I've gotten fairly good, I think, about getting a high lob to them, bounces in front of them and they catch it, and so it doesn't really matter to them. Now you may have those cases where it doesn't go right to them and it kind of goes off to the side and they have to kind of run it down a little bit. But honestly, that's true for a lot of the other ways that I've seen people get balls to their opponents to serve, whether they're just smacking it across the floor and it rolls over and they didn't hit it well and now my opponent has to go run that down, or whether I'm just kind of lofting and have this soft, easy shot going over, or whether I hit the ball hard or whatever. I've seen so many cases where people trying to get a ball to me and it's like way over here and I'm going like, what are you doing? Right? So it's not like if I practice hitting this lob to them to get the ball to them for them to serve and it doesn't go well, that's a bad thing, because it happens with other shots as well. And if I don't do a good job with that lob and it goes a little bit left or a little bit right, I say, sorry, didn't mean to do that. And that's what happens for other ways of getting them the ball. If I don't get the ball to them well, sorry, my fault, my problem. So try not to waste these opportunities. And also think about, I could practice a forehand or a backhand lob. So I could be here, grab the ball, I need to get it to my opponent for them to serve. I lob this ball up, and again, you can see I'm sideways trying to hit this, or I would be sideways as I talked about in my master class. Links to the master class are below in the description box. So it's a good opportunity. You're in the middle of a game and you're in the facility that you're playing in, indoors or outdoors. And we want to be able to practice some lobs in that facility. If it's not your home court, or maybe it's a windy day and you're outside, or a sunny day or whatever, it's a good opportunity to take a ball and just lob it back and see how accurate you can be with your lobs. Now, obviously we want to be practicing our lobs outside of the game. We want to be drilling those a little bit. And I've talked about drilling. I think I have some video links to those as well. But think about, it's an opportunity where it's a dead ball. Everybody's kind of relaxing between points. I need to get them the ball. I'm just going to lift this ball up, forehand or backhand, and try and lob it deep and see how accurate I can be. I also had another video about a different way to hit a lob during a game. So if I have someone serving to me and I'm back to return serve and they've got this slow, high floaty ball that kind of bounces up, I could take that as an opportunity to practice my lobs. So I've got this slow moving, high bouncing serve that they've hit to me for whatever reason. I would take that ball and lob that ball up. And the good thing about that is they have to let that bounce. So if I hit my lob short as my return to serve, I lob this ball up off of either side and it doesn't go really well, they still have to let it bounce. So I probably didn't kill my team too bad with that bad attempt at a lob. But that's another way that you can lob a little bit more safely during a game, is to do it as your return to serve. I have a video on that, links down in the description box below. Bottom line is, think about these dead ball situations in the game. The point just ended. Is there something I can do to get a couple of practice shots in during that game? I do this all the time. Nobody ever says anything. So I have a ball, points over. We haven't started the next point yet. How do I get this ball to them? Think about opportunities to try different things out with that dead ball.